All right, Erica, thank you very much. So tonight, President Trump is going to be in El Paso for his first campaign rally of the new year. Senator Ted Cruz, Governor Greg Abbott also expected to be there.
At the same time, just not too far from when the president is talking, former Congressman Beto O'Rourke is leading a march to protest the border wall. He'll be joined by dozens of human rights organizations from the city.
The president cited El Paso in his argument for a border wall during his State of the Union address last week. But as KXAN's Wes Rappaport shows us, El Paso's Republican mayor, as well as others in that city, are now challenging the president's claims.
Hi there. Good morning from the U.S.-Mexico border here in El Paso. The president's visit comes as the threat of another government shutdown looms at the end of the week and amid what some Texas lawmakers say is misrepresentation of this community.
Simply put, walls work and walls save lives.
President Donald Trump has set his sights on Texas just days after delivering his State of the Union address where he called for funding for his border barriers.
El Paso, Texas, used to have extremely high rates of violent crime. With a powerful barrier in place, El Paso is one of the safest cities in our country.
I wish that the president would use facts versus political red meat to talk about our community.
State Rep Cesar Blanco represents the area of El Paso the president is visiting.
My home is literally yards away from the border wall. And say that we need it because places like El Paso are unsafe and have had the highest amount of crime is completely false.
Blanco says he hopes the president meets with some of his constituents in the Texas border city in addition to the planned rally at the El Paso County Coliseum.
Well, I've been saying for months if people want to talk about immigration, they need to come to El Paso.
El Paso's mayor questions the president's statements about safety in his community.
We need to control our borders, and that fence is a part of that whole process, but it's not the panacea or the end-game solution.
It's a national debate, but Texas is spending $800 million last session to border security. Governor Greg Abbott wants a similar investment this year, a move most Democrats despise and most Republicans support.
We're going to do that again this session. We wish we didn't have to, but until the federal government is able to do its job, we're going to keep doing it.
Well, I'm pleased he's coming. I'm hoping I'll get a chance to visit with him.
State leaders including Governor Greg Abbott, Senator Ted Cruz, and Agriculture Commissioner Sid Miller will be joining the president during his visit. Reporting in El Paso, I'm Wes Rappaport. Back to you.
Wes, thank you. Our in-depth coverage on the president's visit and O'Rourke's march continues later on today with live updates starting at 4:30 this afternoon. The march to the president's campaign venue starts at 6. The president's rally starts at 8. Live streaming both of the events for you on KXAN.com.